We must defend the truth at all costs, even if we return to being only 12. Saint John Paul II. Let's unveil a little-known truth about the Catholic Church that might completely change your perspective. For centuries, the Catholic Church has been a cornerstone of Western civilization, but have you ever wondered what the true history behind this ancient institution is? Many talk, but few truly understand the depth and essence of what it represents. Prepare for a journey that goes beyond the walls of cathedrals and the pages of history books. Imagine discovering that the mission of the Church is directly tied to the will of Jesus Christ, and that this mission remains relevant and vital today. So if you really want to understand the depth and impact of this institution, stay with us and discover the truth behind the Catholic Church. The foundation of the Catholic Church. The foundation of the Catholic Church lies in the teachings of Jesus Christ, which are the bedrock of its doctrine and mission. During his earthly life, Jesus not only preached about love, forgiveness, and salvation, but also established a clear path for his followers. He taught through parables, demonstrating the transformative power of faith. By understanding these lessons, we see that the Catholic Church seeks to perpetuate Christ's message, guiding its faithful on a continuous and profound spiritual journey. Jesus' teachings are seen as eternal, applicable to all generations, and the Church strives to keep this message alive in a constantly changing world. In addition to parables, Jesus performed miracles, showcasing God's love in action and offering a glimpse of the kingdom of heaven. Every miracle of healing, every act of compassion reinforced the central message of the gospel: salvation and divine love are within everyone's reach. The Catholic Church, from its inception, has followed these examples, promoting works of charity and pastoral care, seeking to reflect Christ's love in its daily actions. This ongoing commitment to live and share Jesus' teachings is what keeps the Church vibrant and relevant today. The apostles were chosen by Jesus to be the pillars of his Church. They received the mission to spread the gospel and establish faith communities worldwide. After Jesus' ascension, the apostles became the first leaders of the Church, each playing a crucial role in spreading the Christian faith. Jesus' choice of the apostles was not random, but a divine plan to ensure his message was preserved and transmitted through the ages. The dedication and sacrifice of the apostles serve as a model of leadership and devotion for all Christians. The apostles faced great challenges and persecutions, but their unwavering faith and commitment to Christ's mission helped them overcome all adversities. They traveled to unknown lands, faced dangers, and preached the gospel with courage and conviction. The letters of Paul, the Acts of Peter, and the writings of John are just a few examples of the legacy the apostles left for the Church. This legacy continues to inspire the Church's evangelizing mission today, encouraging the faithful to live and share their faith authentically and courageously. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus declares to Peter, "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my Church." This statement highlights Peter as the rock upon which the Church would be built, giving him a fundamental leadership role. Peter is recognized as the first pope, and his spiritual authority was passed on to his successors. This verse symbolizes the solid foundation of the Catholic Church, which remains steadfast in Christ's teachings and apostolic leadership to this day. Peter's figure represents the continuity and stability of the Church, which remains faithful to its original mission. Peter's leadership was marked by moments of great faith as well as human frailty, making him a deeply human and accessible figure. His denial of Christ and subsequent repentance show the capacity for redemption and renewal at the heart of the Christian message. The apostolic succession, initiated with Peter, is seen as a vital link connecting today's faithful to Jesus' first followers, ensuring the integrity and authenticity of faith throughout the centuries. The mission of the Church. The main mission of the Catholic Church is to spread the gospel, according to the Great Commission given by Jesus to his apostles. Over the centuries, the Church has been dedicated to bringing the message of love and salvation to all nations. This mission is realized not only through preaching and sacraments, but also through schools, hospitals, and charitable works. The Church's presence in various aspects of society demonstrates its commitment to spreading the good news, following the example of Jesus and his disciples. Evangelization is seen not just as a task for the clergy, but as a call for all the faithful. The Church uses various means to fulfill its evangelizing mission, adapting to the needs and cultural contexts of each era. From missions in distant lands during the Age of Discovery to the use of social media in the modern world, the Church seeks effective ways to communicate the gospel. Catechetical formation, spiritual retreats, and grassroots communities are examples of how the Church nurtures the faith of its members and prepares them to be living witnesses of Christ's message. The Catholic Church serves as a beacon of hope and faith for millions of people around the world. In times of crisis, whether personal or global, the Church offers comfort and spiritual guidance. It is a refuge for those seeking meaning and purpose in life, providing a space where faith can flourish. Through prayer, sacraments, and community, the Church helps the faithful strengthen their relationship with God and find peace amidst life's storms. Liturgy, sacraments, and personal devotion are pillars that support Catholic spirituality. In addition to offering spiritual solace, the Church plays an active role in promoting justice and peace. Through its declarations and actions, the Church stands against social injustices and works for the dignity of all people. Initiatives like the Church's social doctrine provide an ethical basis for addressing contemporary issues, from poverty to environmental protection. Through the example of inspiring figures like St. John Paul II and St. Teresa of Calcutta, the Church continues to be a sign of hope and faith in action. Charity is a central expression of the Catholic faith, reflecting Christ's love for others. The Church is involved in countless charitable initiatives, from helping the poor and sick to supporting refugees and victims of natural disasters. Inspired by the example of saints like St. Francis of Assisi and Mother Teresa of Calcutta, the Church continues to play a vital role in alleviating human suffering. These actions not only benefit those in need, but also strengthen faith and solidarity within the Catholic community. The practice of charity is seen as a path to holiness and a concrete way to live the gospel. The Church's charitable works are organized and conducted by various religious orders, dioceses, and dedicated laypeople. Organizations like Caritas Internationalis and the Catholic Red Cross exemplify the Church's commitment to serving the most needy. Additionally, the Church encourages the faithful to practice acts of charity in their daily lives, promoting a culture of solidarity and compassion. These initiatives not only relieve immediate suffering, but also seek to transform unjust social structures that perpetuate poverty and inequality. The evolution of the Church over the centuries. In the early centuries, the Catholic Church faced severe persecutions, which, instead of weakening it, strengthened its faith and resilience. The early Christians, under the leadership of the apostles and their successors, kept the flame of the gospel alive even in the face of death threats. Catacombs in Rome served as places of worship and refuge. The courage of these martyrs remains an inspiration today, showing how faith can flourish even in the most challenging circumstances and how the Church has deeply rooted itself in history. Each act of martyrdom reinforced the Christian community, demonstrating the depth of faith and the power of witness. Besides persecutions, the early Church faced internal challenges, such as heresies and theological divisions. Early ecumenical councils, like the Council of Nicaea, were fundamental in defining doctrine and strengthening church unity. These councils addressed crucial issues about the nature of Christ and the Trinity, establishing beliefs that are still central to the Catholic faith. Through these efforts, the Church showed its capacity to grow and adapt while remaining faithful to Christ's teachings. During the Middle Ages, the Catholic Church became a central institution in European life. Monasteries and cathedrals were not only centers of worship, but also of learning and culture. The Church played a crucial role in preserving knowledge through manuscripts and creating the first universities. At the same time, it was a bulwark of stability in times of war and chaos. The Church's influence during this period was profound, shaping the cultural, intellectual, and social development of medieval Europe. The construction of cathedrals, like Notre Dame de Paris, symbolizes the pinnacle of Gothic art and architecture. Benedictine monks, for example, dedicated their lives to studying and copying ancient texts, safeguarding the intellectual legacy of antiquity. Scholasticism, represented by figures like St. Thomas Aquinas, sought to harmonize faith with reason, establishing foundations for philosophical and theological thought. Monastic life also profoundly influenced agriculture and the economy, with monasteries becoming centers of agricultural innovation and economic production. Thus, the Church not only preserved knowledge, but also significantly contributed to the progress of Western civilization. The Catholic Church faced numerous challenges and reforms over the centuries. The Great Western Schism, the Crusades, and the Protestant Reformation were events that tested its unity and adaptability. Each of these critical moments led to introspection and renewal within the Church. The reforms of the Council of Trent, for example, were a direct response to the challenges of the Protestant Reformation, reaffirming Catholic doctrine and reforming corrupt practices. The Church's ability to renew itself and respond to challenges is a testament to its resilience and commitment to its spiritual mission. The Council of Trent was also crucial for revitalizing liturgy and clerical education. In addition to the Council of Trent, Vatican II, held in the 20th century, was another significant milestone of renewal and adaptation. This council sought to update the Church and make it more relevant to the modern world, promoting active lay participation and ecumenical dialogue. The Church also faced internal challenges, such as addressing issues of abuse and transparency. Through rigorous measures and a renewed commitment to justice and protection of the vulnerable, the Church continually works to purify itself and remain faithful to its mission. These processes of reform demonstrate the vitality and adaptability of the Church without losing its essence. The Church's influence on culture and education. The Catholic Church was a pioneer in founding Europe's first universities, such as the University of Bologna and the University of Paris. These learning centers emerged from monastic and cathedral schools, reflecting the Church's dedication to knowledge and education. Medieval universities not only preserved classical knowledge but also promoted advances in areas such as theology, philosophy, law, and natural sciences. The academic tradition of the Church continues today, with numerous Catholic educational institutions worldwide. These educational establishments are known for their academic excellence and commitment to ethical and spiritual values. Catholic education has always aimed to form holistic individuals, promoting not only intellectual but also moral and spiritual development. Many Catholic schools and universities maintain this tradition, offering rigorous academic programs and opportunities for personal growth. Alumni of Catholic institutions often highlight the integral formation they received, emphasizing the lasting impact on their professional and personal lives. This educational legacy is a significant contribution of the Church to global society. Sacred art and architecture are visible testimonies of the Catholic Church's devotion and creativity over the centuries. From majestic Gothic cathedrals to detailed Renaissance paintings, the Church has been a significant patron of the arts. Works by Michelangelo, Raphael, and many others were commissioned by the Church to inspire the faithful and glorify God. Each element, from colorful stained glass windows to intricate frescoes, tells a part of the sacred story and evokes a profound spiritual experience. The Sistine Chapel, with its famous ceiling painted by Michelangelo, is an iconic example of this rich artistic tradition. The Church's influence on art was not limited to Europe. Worldwide, Catholic missionaries promoted the development of local art forms, integrating them into liturgical and cultural traditions. This cultural exchange enriched both the Church and local communities, creating a diverse and global artistic heritage. Through sacred art, the Church continues to touch the hearts and minds of the faithful, offering a glimpse of the divine and a source of spiritual inspiration. Many Catholic clergy have made notable contributions to science. Gregor Mendel, an Augustinian monk, is known as the father of modern genetics. Georges Lemaitre, a Belgian priest, proposed the Big Bang theory, describing the origin of the universe. These examples illustrate how faith and science can coexist and complement each other. Far from being an enemy of scientific knowledge, the Church has often been a driving force behind discovery and innovation. The collaboration between faith and reason is seen as a path to truth and a deeper understanding of creation. Besides Mendel and Lemaitre, many other clergy contributed to various scientific disciplines. Astronomical research at the Vatican Observatory and advances in medicine through Catholic hospitals and research centers are ongoing testimonies of this tradition. Pope John Paul II, in his letter to scientists, stated that a faith and reason are like two wings on which the human spirit rises to the contemplation of truth. This vision encourages a productive dialogue between science and faith, promoting a more holistic understanding of reality. The Catholic Church today. The Pope, as the spiritual leader of the Catholic Church, plays a central role in guiding the faithful and administering the Church. The Roman Curia, composed of various dicasteries and congregations, assists the Pope in the global governance of the Church. Together, they face contemporary challenges and promote unity among Catholics. Pope Francis, for example, has emphasized the importance of mercy, social justice, and environmental care, reflecting the urgent concerns of modern society. His leadership has inspired significant changes within the Church, promoting a pastoral and inclusive approach. Beyond his administrative role, the Pope is a symbol of unity and continuity for Catholics worldwide. He acts as a global pastor, guiding the faithful through encyclicals, speeches, and apostolic journeys. The Roman Curia, in turn, ensures that papal decisions are effectively implemented and that the Church operates cohesively. This centralized leadership system allows the Church to respond quickly to emerging needs and maintain fidelity to its spiritual mission. The Catholic Church, maintaining its mission to serve others, is involved in numerous social and humanitarian initiatives. Programs for refugee assistance, poverty alleviation, and support for marginalized communities are examples of the Church's ongoing work. Additionally, the Church promotes interfaith dialogue, seeking to build bridges of understanding and peace in a world often divided by religious conflicts. These actions demonstrate the Church's commitment to being a positive and transformative force in contemporary society. The encyclical Laudato Si, for example, highlights the concern for ecology and care for our common home.
Embark on a spiritual journey with our new ebook, 50 Saints, Stories and Prayers for Divine Intervention. This inspiring collection delves into the lives of 50 revered saints, offering their powerful stories and heartfelt prayers to guide you towards divine intervention. Perfect for personal reflection or group study, this ebook is a must-have for every devout Catholic. Enhance your faith and discover the strength of these saintly figures. Find the download link in the pinned comment below.
Initiatives such as Caritas Internationalis and various religious orders dedicated to social service exemplify the Church's work for justice and human dignity. Through partnerships with non-governmental organizations and governments, the Church amplifies its impact, providing relief and hope to millions. These actions not only address material needs but also promote the integral development of communities, strengthening global peace and solidarity. The Catholic Church is not unaware of modern challenges such as secularization, technological advances, and complex ethical issues. Through synods, conferences, and encyclicals, the Church addresses topics like human dignity, bioethics, and social justice. The Church's involvement in debates on contemporary issues shows its ongoing relevance and its ability to adapt without losing its fundamental principles. This engagement with current problems helps keep the Church connected and influential in today's world. The encyclical Fratelli Tutti, for instance, addresses issues of fraternity and social friendship, promoting a more united and just world. The Church also engages in discussions about artificial intelligence, digital rights, and other emerging areas, offering an ethical perspective based on human dignity and the common good. This ongoing dialogue with the modern world demonstrates the vitality and resilience of the Church, which always seeks to be a voice of wisdom and moral guidance. Through its active and reflective presence, the Catholic Church continues to be a guiding light in times of change and uncertainty. Throughout this video, we have unveiled the profound history and ongoing mission of the Catholic Church. Reflecting on what we have learned, it's clear how deeply connected our faith is to the teachings of Jesus and the work of the apostles. Now, think about how these historical insights can influence your daily life and strengthen your spiritual journey. What steps can you take to live more fully in accordance with these teachings? But our exploration doesn't end here. Understanding the roots of the Church is just the beginning. To delve deeper into how our faith continues to thrive today, I invite you to watch our next video, Why Do We Continue to Pray to Saints Today? This video will explain the significance of the saints in our lives and how they connect us to the divine. Click on the link to discover how these holy men and women guide us and intercede for us in our daily struggles. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to continue learning and growing in your faith. Join us in this ongoing journey of faith and discovery. Let's keep exploring and deepening our understanding together.